Hey everybody, today we're going to show you how to find all 8 Chocobo stop locations here in the Cosmo Canyon region in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, so let's jump into it. Our first location is going to be found on the far western side of the canyon. You guys can see it's going to be right over here, and we'll zoom in on it so you can see exactly where. This one's actually going to be on ground level, so you don't have to do any crazy flying or anything. You can take any of the main paths on the ground right over here in this location. And once you get over here, you can see this is what it's going to look like. You can just work your way up the hill. As you get up the hill, you'll end up finding Chocobo stop number 1. Our second location is also going to be on the western side of the canyon. You can see that right here. This is going to be found just northwest, or more so north, I guess, of Kamaria's Ranch, as well as Kamaria's Ranch Tower. And you can use any of these fast travels. We just use the fast travel to the ranch. You can see it right here in front of us. And all you have to do is go up the hill past the tower, and you'll eventually end up finding this on your left. So we'll go ahead and run up this pathway. Once you get to the top of the hill, just take a left, and tucked away back here in this corner is going to be your next Chocobo stop. Our third stop location is going to be found on the far southwestern side of the map. You guys can see that location right here. This one's pretty easy to get to, even though it's a little bit hidden. You can kind of just follow any of the main paths to get back here, and you'll see the main street. But we're standing directly in front of Phenomenon Intel number 1. You can see right here is the little temple that you go into for that. All you're going to do is continue to run past that, and you'll see back here there's this weird looking gate thing that's protected by these fiends. We're just going to go back to the gate, and if you go to the far right side, you can actually go inside of here. And back here, hidden behind the gate, you're going to be able to find our next Chocobo stop. Our fourth location is going to be found pretty much right in the middle of the canyon. You can see the location right here. And even though it looks like it's on top of this mountain, this one is actually on ground level. So if you come right out front here, it'll be pretty obvious. There's going to be a giant opening in the mountain that you can go through to get to the other side. But instead of going all the way through, we're going to take a right, and right over here tucked away in the corner is going to be your next Chocobo stop. Our next location is going to be found on the far southeastern side of the canyon. You guys can see it's going to be up on this mountaintop right here. Now, if you already have the Moogle Emporium unlocked, you can use this fast travel and just literally come right over here to it. However, if you don't have that, you're going to want to start on ground level right down here on the bottom part of the map, and we're just going to follow this pathway up. You guys can see we're standing at the bottom now. We're going to go ahead and run up this pathway. And even though it's directly above us, we're going to have to go a little ways to get to it. So we're going to come right over here, and there's going to be a ramp. We'll go ahead and launch ourselves off this ramp over onto this platform. We're then going to continue to go up the hill here. Just follow this all the way through until you see the second ramp. We'll jump off of that, and then we're going to hit both of these balloons and fly our way across. And once we get across, we're going to end up climbing up on this little mountain to our right. You can see the staircase that kind of goes up the rock here. So we'll just come right over here, land on the platform. And instead of hitting either of these two, we're going to go up the rock stairs. Try to be careful here. And then once you make it up here, just follow the stairs until you see our next ramp, which is going to be right at the top on our right. And once we're up here, we can come right over here, take this ramp. We're going to hit 2 more balloons. This is going to land us on this rock, and then we're almost going to be to where we need to be. So this is going to get us over to this platform, and once we get here, we're just immediately going to take a left and hit this ramp right here beside us, and that's going to take us in the direction of this Chocobo stop. We'll go ahead and hit this one. We don't have to go too far here. We can land right here on this platform, and we're just going to follow this pathway up the mountainside. So just continue to follow this path. It's going to eventually lead you all the way up the hill here. Once you get to the top of the hill, we're going to take a left. We're going to go even further up the hill, go up here. And once we get up top, we essentially want to work our way to the right over there. You can see we're going to come right up here. We'll have some fiends. We're going to stay right. Eventually, we'll end up on this side of the mountain over here. The Moogle Emporium is going to be right here to your left, so you can go grab that if you don't already have it. And the Chocobo stop is going to be right over here to the right. So just follow this pathway all the way to the back corner. And right back here, you will find your next Chocobo stop. Our next location is also going to be on the southeastern side of the map. You can see that here. This one's going to be much easier to get to as it's actually on ground level. So from any direction that you make it through the canyon, just work your way to the southern side. And if you come right over here around where you can see my arrow, you'll see that we are on the ground level. It's just tucked away back here in the canyon. So you can come right back over here and find your next Chocobo stop. Our 7th location is going to be found on the far northern side of the canyon. You can see we're going to be way up here, and the location is right here. This one is also super easy to find as it's on ground level. So just make your way to the northeastern side of the map. You can put down a ping right here in this area. And And once you get back here, you want to look for the giant rock that's kind of separated from the mountain. You guys see this really tall rock that's not connected. We're just going to work our way over here behind it. You guys can see already, once you make it back here, you'll find Chocobo stop number 7. Our 8th and final Chocobo stop location is also going to be on the far northern side of the canyon. This one's going to be on the northwestern side. This one's really easy to get to, however, it is pretty well hidden. So essentially what you want to do is just come over here on the northern side. It'll be really open right here and follow this path into this corner. So where we're currently standing, you can see it's pretty open. The pathway is super obvious, but you want to go all the way to the back. So you'll pass some fiends on the way there. If you go all the way to the back left corner, you'll find it tucked away back here in the rocks. But this is all 8 Chocobo stop locations here in Cosmo Canyon. Hopefully this video helped some of you guys out. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.